scientists found that 3 days this summer will be a little more than a millisecond shorter than that.
So July 9th, July 22nd, which is coming up in 10 days, and then August 5th. All of those will be 1 millisecond or plus or more shorter than the usual 24 hours. Every time I think about anything to do with space and the cosmos, I always think about the show Cosmos. I think that, yeah, Cosmos with Neil deGrasse Tyson. The Cosmos. His voice. He was an iconic voice for when learning about the universe and different things like that. And it's just very interesting to me. It always has been. Just maybe just not because I'm just an engineer. I'm not because I'm an engineer. Just because I like to learn about science and the universe because it's very interesting just how vast the universe is. Now here's a question: do you believe in aliens? It's so much space out there in the universe. Do you believe in aliens? Leave me a comment or let me know if you truly believe that aliens exist. I think they do. I don't know if traditional aliens, like as in the Green Man or the big head, big bald head, but there's definitely, I feel like, alien bacteria at least. There's got to be something out there. But let's jump right over into that and see what this was talking about.
If you feel like time is just flying by today, you're not imagining things. Today, Wednesday, July 9th, is actually going to be shorter, according to scientists who track the rotation of our world. About 1 millisecond shorter, all because the Earth is going to be rotating ever so slightly faster.
Oh, yeah.
With the moon and the sun, as they change distance to the Earth, they change the shape of the Earth, and that spins the Earth, makes it spin faster or slower.
Let's take a step back. Normally, it takes 24 hours or 86,400 seconds for the Earth to make a full rotation.
Now, I hope all y'all knew that. 24 hours. You don't have to know the 86,400 seconds. I definitely didn't know that, but we all know, we're all educated people, hopefully. They know that 24 hours is the usual time of the day.
What we call a day. But scientists found that 3 days this summer will be a little more than a millisecond shorter than that.
So July 9th, July 22nd, which is coming up in 10 days, and then August 5th. All of those will be 1 millisecond or plus or more shorter than the usual 24 hours. So that is absolutely crazy. Let's keep going.
And today is expected to be one of the shortest in history, 1.3 milliseconds less than a normal day. So, why is this happening? Just like the moon's gravitational pull impacts our tides, it affects this too.
And part of it is tide effects from the moon and the sun. Part of it is changes in the Earth's fluid core. And part of it is just the weather phenomena that's happening at the moment. So it's a combination of effects which are just adding up.
Even geological events can make an impact. The devastating earthquake and tsunami that hit Japan in 2011 also sped up the Earth's spin by 1.8 millionths of a second, according to NASA. And scientists say there's some evidence that human activity may be making these normal time fluctuations even bigger.
What's happening right
now, it is crazy because you got to think we're humans on the Earth. And what I've seen is that we are the most destructive of the Earth itself. So what we do and what we will do in the future is going to have a vast effect on the Earth. Vast effect. How much? No, I don't think no one knows, but they have some ideas and estimations of what could happen. And eventually, if we don't do everything right, I do believe that we're going to have to venture out into space. Now, how long that would be? 200 some years. I don't know how long until we have to venture out into space and look for more resources because the population increase, the Earth is not going to sustain us. It's simple correlation. The more population we have, the more resources we'll need, and the Earth won't be able to sustain that. It's just simple. The Earth is not going to grow bigger to have more resources. So maybe we might invent something to help sustain us even longer. But hey, that is absolutely wild. But let's keep going.
Right now is we're melting ice from the polar regions. So when it melts and it flows into the ocean, it moves that mass further out towards the equator, and that's slowing the rotation down.
So, what does such a small difference actually mean to you or me? Well, not much, except in how official time is measured using uber precise atomic clocks. As the Earth's rotation changes, it's drifting away from atomic time. So, scientists have to add extra leap seconds every once in a while. They've actually added 27 leap seconds since 1972, but leap seconds have caused glitches in the digital age.
1 second longer, and while most people won't notice, our machines and gadgets will.
In 2012, the addition of a leap second made the reservation system for Qantas Airlines melt down, forcing the Australian airline to cancel dozens of flights and cause outages across the internet on sites like Reddit, LinkedIn.
That is wild. So one second change, leap second, affected planes, affected the internet. That is absolutely crazy.
And Yelp. It's annoying enough that some have called for the leap second to be abolished.
And when you introduce that extra second, so you have to do it manually, and there's always a risk for mistakes and errors.
And now with these super fast days, scientists may have to actually subtract a leap second, but not till 2029, presenting a new possibility for chronological chaos, showing with the right know-how, you really can turn back time.
We thank you for...
That is wild. So they added leap seconds. That was what's caused. They're adding time. So basically the Earth is not, it wasn't speeding. At least this is my thinking. The Earth wasn't speeding up, but it was slowing down just a tad bit. So they had to add a leap second, which is crazy. It's crazy how that affected planes. Or they had to land. It didn't make them where they had to crash, but they had to land. And it affected the internet. That is absolutely crazy to me. But what do y'all think? Do you think that over time we're going to have to leave Earth, how some people say? Or do you think the Earth will get even faster over time? But if you have any more science things that you want to talk about, engineering, if you want to talk about, please leave a comment. Let's talk about them. I'm not just trying to review news. I want to bring in science because science is a big part of my life. So I want to share my knowledge and what I'm thinking with the world so we can talk about it. But that is crazy. That's crazy interesting. Yeah, every time I think about the solar system or think about the universe, Neil deGrasse Tyson always pops in my head. Because that show was very impactful when I was younger, the Cosmos. So all right, everybody, remember this is AC